order to do what we need to do for this, we're going to make our way over. And we're going to head up towards where we had to confront Medion. And where we were able to get Emmett Stalk and his friend able to join us. And they were able to spread flowers all over the place. So the last time we were here, at this particular spot, I showed this off, we were just getting started with it, and there was pretty much nothing here. But as you can see, much has changed. Yeah, the moment, and you can tell because the moment you step foot onto this place, the music changes too. So yeah, you can see that there are people here from the various worlds that we experienced during the Dead Ends dungeon. So yeah, you can see the dragons that are here, you can see the Ia have arrived here. We've got one of the people from that battle in part 2 of the dungeon. We've got the Grebelovs. This is what they look like in their original form before they were mutated. They were in the first part of the dungeon. And sitting alongside them are one of the people who wanted to die in part 3 of the dungeon, and did so by summoning the final boss, Ra-La. Whether or not Ra-La was an actual primal or not is still up for debate. I'm sure the people who say that he was. Still, for those of you familiar, this was where we got the opportunity to look at the introduction to the Omicron tribal quests. So here is Jamingway, who came all the way here to Ultima Thule to encourage N7000 to start a cafe in the middle of nowhere. And so it's through Jamingway that we'll get to do a series of quests that are also things that you can do if you've maxed out all of the Beast Tribe quests in a particular expansion. These are available in Reborn, Heavensward, and Stormblood, but not Shadowbringers. However, there is a new one for Endwalker, and it's Jamingway who provides it for us. Now, if you're doing the ones for Reborn, Heavensward, and Stormblood, the storylines are different, but they feature very similar characters as well. But none of those characters are going to show up in this version of this series of quests. So, let's go ahead and speak with Jamingway. And with it, we'll take on the level 90 quest for a bonus for the tribal quests entitled Dinner and a Show. A manager's work is never done. Or so Jamingway's muttering would indicate.
Here for starters in Puerto Rico? I quite understand. I get terribly anxious whenever I have to step away from the cafe. Why, just the other day I returned to find that a Grebulov had snuck behind the counter to bathe in the soup.
Really?
Such incidents aside, the last drakes couldn't be more successful. We're bustling with business and Alcyon is thriving. Yet as the manager of this operation, I would be remiss not to ponder new ways to juice a little more happiness out of this carrot.
This unit hastens to indicate that the current levels of juice and happiness are within optimal parameters. Any attempt to push either beyond capacity may prove disruptive to the present equilibrium.
Of course it would be disruptive, you glorified can opener!
Ouch.
A threat to the status quo may be, but innovation is the lifeblood of business. And think of our patrons' delight should we treat them to, say, thrilling entertainment over a cup of carrot coffee.
Is that a real thing?
Whatever we do needs to be truly spectacular though. So good that even the Nibelrun won't simply stare morosely. If only I had any ideas whatsoever.
Yeah, we could go over to the Dreamways, they're full of ideas. Can't vouch for quality though. Or perhaps you should visit a Hopper's Hold, which is also in that particular area. Yeah, maybe we can reunite you with your fellow Loperets.
Really now? I had heard that they were cooking up something in the hold, but I had no idea the project was such a success. I must see for myself. Interested in the trip to Best Ways Bororica? I'd appreciate your opinion on any possibilities I turn up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I trust you can mind the cafe in 7000. Contact me via the Ragnarok systems should there be any more soup scandals.
Or anything else. So away goes Jamingway. and we'll leave N7000 to do his thing. So in the meantime, let's head off to Bestways Burrow. So anyway, let's go ahead and speak with Jamingway and allow him to have a look at the area. Yeah, there's even a ticker up at the top of the boards.
So this is the new Hopper's Hold, eh? I must say it's a significant improvement over the old crates and buckets. As for these stations that everyone's hopping to join...
Yeah, what do you think?
That one over there is a true work of art. I particularly appreciate that taste in subject matter. However, one can hardly expect half a dozen civilizations to share the same aesthetic sensibilities. I shudder to imagine the pontification and gunfire that would ensue if we asked our patrons to paint a mural. Those machines remind me of N7000 right down to the ears. They would fit in quite well with our current staff. Then again, that would hardly be an innovative addition, would it? We already have more condescending numerical projections than we could possibly need. I suppose music is another matter of taste, though those leopards certainly seem to be having fun. Do you think a mournful dragon would enjoy being blasted with laser lights while it sings its ancient melodies? No? Pity. A shop? Perhaps our patrons would consider a selection of knickknacks sold alongside our regular menu items. Though mining those Omicron coins requires a truly exorbitant amount of processing power, and what if increased circulation led to a drop in Omni token value? Mother fourthened! That station looks familiar. I wonder if Cooking Way has any new recipes to share. But there is quite a bit of carrot on the menu already, and N7000 would doubtless whir and whinge about the lack of variety. Is that a broadcasting station? Oh, I do so love a good transmitter! I wonder what sort of messages they're sending.
Yeah, they're speaking to the people of the Theris to let them know that they're not alone, or you're listening to Hope FM. Stay tuned for more talking and ways all day and all night, moontime. Yeah, we of course remember our black sheep from when we were introduced to the Loper quest with Talking Way on the right, but now in a much better mood.
Calling me intrigued. Ensuring widespread access to receivers seems like hard work, but well worth the effort indeed. We could adjust the tuning of the Ragnarok's communications facilities to receive this transmission in the last dregs. But it still may not provide the level of crowd-pleasing excitement we're aiming for. While each and every one of these stations is wonderful in its own right, I fear none are quite suitable for our goals. Perhaps Dreamingway can dream up something special for us?
Maybe he can. Yeah, why do you say we go find Dreamingway? Shana now with everyone in front of the nightclub.
Rika! And is that Jamingway? It's been so long I'd started to think they were avoiding me.
Oh no, not at all. But we do need your help.
You opened a cafe out in Ultima Thule? That's one mother of a dream! And business is booming. Well, I am honored to be consulted about your upcoming event. Now we only need to work out what it is. Have you spoken with Talking Way yet? They receive letters from listeners across the star. Surely one or two have mentioned exciting happenings on Etheris. Wait here!
So as Jamingway continues to admire the scenery and get some confetti rained on him,
I present Talking Way!
so let's bring him in.
It is a pleasure to see you again. I will be happy to assist in your endeavors however I can.
Absolutely.
Forgive me, but have we met before? Ah, yes, you will remember me as Counseling Way, but I've recently taken the name Talking Way in honor of my new dream. How wonderful! I look forward to working with you, Talking Way.
Look at that smile on her face.
Dreamingway mentioned that you are in search of rousing entertainment for your patrons, and one possibly hops to mind. If our listener mail is any indication, Thavnair's hippo cart races have been drawing quite the crowd of late. Folks come from far and wide to see those hippos hustle, 'tis said.
Yeah, really?
Hurdling hippos? Why, that does sound exciting. We could set up a race course in the necropolis to give Last Dregs patrons a prime view of the action.
But how would we get them out there, though?
A stirring contest of speed and skill the likes of which Ultima Thule has never before seen. Surely that will pique even the Nibelung's interest. Any ideas on how we might approach these hippo racers, Rika?
Well, I actually know them personally.
Their leader is a friend of yours? You really do know everyone. I hope we can count on you for an introduction.
Absolutely, I can do that.
A hippo hustle in Ultima Thule sounds like the sort of entertainment that should be available to all. Could our radio station provide a live broadcast of the event? But of course! With the Ragnarok as a relay, there's no signal we cannot boost! I should like nothing more than to share the joy of such an experience with our listeners across the Theris, and I certainly would be curious to attend myself. Then it's settled. We'll make a start on the preparations. I trust you can convince the hippos to traverse the Sea of Stars?
Yeah, no sweat.
To Thavnair! You said we're looking for a woman named Trina, correct? Oh, I can hardly wait. In fact, I can't. See you there.
And away he goes. As they wave goodbye with a hop to boots. So, off to Thavnair and off to Yedlamad is our next destination. So yeah, it's time to head back on to the Hippo Hustle town. This little settlement that the Arcosodara built out of nothing. And as you can see, it's still as vibrant and as energetic as ever. And for those of you who remember my live streams before, even Akala hangs out now from time to time around here. Yeah, let's introduce little Jamingway to the big Arcosodara herself, Trina.
This little one with you? They've been patting their ears for a while now. And staring. Got a lot of staring going on.
Well, there's a reason for that. We're here for introductions.
Radio? Yeah, I've heard of it. One of my crew logged a radio contraption all the way here from Old Shalion. That could be who sent the letter about the Harnish Hippo Hustle, come to think of it. You are racers at the Talk of the Star. We'd love to bring that sort of excitement out to Ultima Thule, though it is a bit of a wee trek from here. Ultima who? Now I ain't never heard of. Now them I ain't never heard of. They live across the sea somewhere, I take it?
Well, it's not a sea of water.
As buoyant as our hippos are, we can't send them out into the wild world on their own. You would need a collar and me to raise them safely, and I have too much work here at home to abandon my post. I can't thank you enough for taking an interest in an operation, though. Oh.
Yeah, maybe we can come up with a plan B?
It's truly a shame, but I would hate to make the hippo riders disappoint their own customers in the name of entertaining ours. What to do?
Yeah, what do we do, Jamingway?
Dreamingway and Talkingway were excited with this plan too. We mustn't give up just yet. I'm calling a strategy meeting to be held, well, that post over there looks like as good a place as any.
Alright. And so, let's chill out over here and have a chat.
I understand Trina's passion for her work. I feel the same about my own. Perhaps someone else might race on her behalf?
Yeah, who could we get, though? No, Trina Rice. Yeah, here comes big boy Akala. I heard your conversation. Akala, I want to trace Trina, and I know Trina wants to race.
Akala, you're the one Trina mentioned, aren't you?
That'll be a yes. From this big armored Hulk. Never Trina's work ends. When she finishes with hippos, she teaches us the common tongue so we fit in. She teaches us Hannish manners and fairness in trade. Aka, I find your language difficult, but my speaking improves. Trina says so. But Trina has no time to ride hippos now. She cares about hippos and the hippo riders. Her kin, always she helps us. But she forgets we can help her. Always we want to help her.
I see. Trina's a great leader, but she takes every responsibility upon herself. No wonder she has no time left over to race hippos.
Always Trina listens to you. You must talk sense at her.
Yes, I quite agree. If in our heart of hearts Trina wants to race, that's all the more reason for us to host a hippo hustle. Do you think you can convince her to come around?
I might be able to try. Oh, that's quite an interesting way you take about there, Mr. Akala. So back over to Trina, and Ogul from all the way back in episode 20 is even here to talk with us.
You hold it right there. I know that look, but you'll find I ain't so easily persuaded.
The following event cannot be skipped. Yeah, we gotta try and talk sense at Trina. So,
you know how important our delivery business is. You helped us get our start, so why try to talk me out of it?
I know you live for excitement. Don't you want to explore the unknown? Or you can make the liberties later. Opportunity is knocking now. Yeah. Maybe don't you want to explore the unknown?
Of course I would. There's only so many times you can race the same course without it starting to feel like a chore. But too many folks are relying on our services for me to go gallivanting.
They'll survive for a few days without Shomer delivery. Akala's worried about you, you know, or doesn't your hippo deserve a change of scenery? Yeah. It's not about Akala.
I told him there ain't nothing to worry about. I miss racing to be sure, but the hippo riders come first. Business couldn't be better, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Have I never strayed you before? Or surely it won't fall apart in one day, or I recall a heartwarming lesson learned during the inaugural Hannish Hippo Hustle.
That was a race for the ages to be sure, and it was all thanks to our team here. Like I always say, you can only do so much by yourself. I do say that, don't I? Yet here I am acting like Akala back when he first got here.
So yeah, as the sun rises...
Guess I was right that him and I ain't so different. In more ways than I knew. Alright, fine. The hippo riders will pull together to keep things moving down there, and you'll have your race.
Alright. I'm happy to hear that. So it looks like we're getting somewhere. Jamming way. So as we have a look at the carts that they use for riding the hippos.
I knew you would come through for us. Why, you had her convincing herself by the end. N7000, is that you?
Yeah, contact me by link pearl. Affirmative. Several show life forms have come bearing word of a hippo hustle to take place in the necropolis. As serving units have automatically initialized advertising protocols, this unit requests if confirmation that these reports are accurate.
They are accurate, and tell those units that I like their initiative. As to my fellow low-rate life forms, I recommend a tall glass of carrot juice to each. They're sure to place additional orders.
Acknowledge.
Interference? Testing, please respond.
Uh-oh. Prioritizing requests for managerial assistance on the customer service front. Ending transmission.
Don't you terminate this transmission on me! Rude! What was that all about, I wonder?
I guess we'll find out soon, won't we? So, let's take 2,346 skill to complete this quest. Alright, let's move on and speak again with Jaming Wei for our next quest entitled A Dream Worth Chasing. Jaming Wei appears moderately concerned about the unidentified calamity that may or may not be befalling the last dregs at this very moment.
Initiating a new call doesn't work either. I doubt that it's anything serious, but could you check on N7000 just in case? You typically carry at least one object suitable for a light bludgeoning, do you not? I'll work out the finer details with Trina and see the hippo hide riders safely to Ultima Thule. I trust that the cafe will be intact when we arrive.
You got it. I will see you then. Alright, back over to Ultima Thule. Let's speak with N7000. Your return is most welcome. However, one managerial lifeform remains conspicuously absent. Yeah, I guess it's Jaming Wei? Understood. This unit will initiate idling protocols until Jaming Wei arrives. Carrot-based refreshments have already been distributed to the newcom lifeforms.
And such refreshing refreshments they were!
Furthermore, as your sensory organs will have detected, the usual customers have vacated the premises. This unit will now convey additional context once upon a time code.
So to sum up, we no longer need worry for lack of patrons. In fact, the last dregs being empty is quite inconceivable.
Yeah, we have a lot more than we were expecting.
Rika! Oh, thank our sisters! Wasn't sure we'd make it, especially after that experimental aetherite.
And what an aetherite it is. Yeah, have a look.
Oi! Where are our customers? You had one job, you buttons for brains!
Elevated body temperature detected in nagging life form. This unit recommends swift consumption of chilled liquids. As for the customers, they have temporarily ceased their consumption of fine cafe fare to prepare for the upcoming race. Are they going to be watching as well? The Corellians procured a transport vessel with the assistance of Stigma 4. Presently, the global citizens and freedom fighters are conducting a joint test drive. Meanwhile, the Grebulovs expressed a long-standing desire to float about within the Mu missive, which were eagerly volunteered by their EA caretakers to serve as steeds. This unit's ethical algorithms are still processing. The Dragons too intend to participate. Soaring through Alcyon's mountains has revived their passion for flight, and they have expressed a desire to see more of Ultima Thule from above. Yeah, they don't want to merely be spectators, they want to be participants.
Unexpected, but I'll take it. So long as our patrons reach happiness, the means by which they travel matters not.
This unit agrees and hopes that old patrons will be replete with joy upon their inevitable defeat by the superior Omicron vehicle. Artillery may be involved. Why do we need artillery?
Artillery?
Artillery is no match for our color. I dodge.
This is shaping up to be quite a gauntlet fiercer than Bardam's metal.
This unit also invited the Nibiru to share the singular experience of losing to the Omicrons, but their registration remains pending. Nevertheless, they have conceded to observe the other civilizations' preparations.
Well, we'll have to hope that the overexcitement sweeps them up eventually. For now, we'll have our own preparations to attend to.
On that note, this unit recalls that the inviting lifeform Wish to speak with Rika regarding said preparations. Reports of critical levels of static electricity indicate the likely presence of this ally at base Omicron. Alright. Now this unit must return to supervising Stigma Force production of racetrack features, engaging enthusiasm protocols. Well, looks like we are not gonna have just the 1v1 here. Yeah, Inventing Way came from Best Ways Turbo as well. Yeah, here's where Inventing Way showed up at.
Ah, just the kind of person of a theorist I was hoping to see. As our Omicron friend doubtless relayed to you, this race is no longer a mere spectator sport. The people of Ultima Thule will be bringing their best the civilizations have to offer, and they mean to win. Should the Ark of Sadara then be left to defend Atheros' honor all on their own? Nay, says it Mother put her faith in the myriad peoples of the star for a reason. Fortunately, we brought a number of moonhoppers to help prepare for the hustle. With a little help from good old Inventing Way, there's no reason that one can't hold you to victory.
Oh, you want me to be involved? Yeah, and 7,000 mentioned artillery, that might be a reason.
Artillery schmartillery, you can't pull vines that you can't catch. I have already taken the liberty of altering this moonhopper. Dazzle your competition with a hyper hop step, or press the big boost to outstrip them with ease. Actually, why not do both? Do mind your power reserves though. Even with my prodigious skill, there are only so many batteries I can shove into this chassis. Now, hop along and tell N7000 to add one more entrant to the roster. I'll catch up once I've discovered where this final screw belongs.
Screw? Should I be worried? Well, let's head on back. Yeah, here's where they're chilling out, back at the start. Or back at the start where the quest began. Race preparations continue in accordance with projections. Did the inventing life form raise any matters of note? Actually, he did. Yeah, he wants me to also race.
You'll be joining the fray? How thrilling!
Entrant registered. This unit will now provide supplementary information regarding the course. Tell me all about it. Please direct your orbs towards this geographical data display. Now loading. The race will begin at the starship Ragnarok in Ostrakhan Deca Octo. Once Jammingway and Old Ghoul signal the commencement of hostilities, competitors may proceed across Via Tara toward Ostrakhan Tria. Passage to the checkpoint rings is mandatory.
Those rings look rather lofty. How are the hippocats to get through? In Ultima Thule, emotions become reality. You need only believe to make your hippos fly! Did you call Skull as an ultimate foot? Because I'd have to be to believe something like that.
You'll figure it out, Trina, don't worry. Once in Ostrakhan Tria, racers will enter the artillery zone, which extends from the periphery of the Ostrakhan to the abode of the Ia. This exciting enhancement is sponsored by the Alphatron civilization.
Wait, you're serious about the artillery? What if my Soria gets hit?
Out of concern for the curiously smooth four-legged life forms. Stigma 4 is presently manufacturing non-lethal cannons. Encountering these painless projectiles will result in no more than explosive removal from the course. And then, those who remain unblasted should continue to Ostrakhan Decahexi and proceed through base Omicron. Then it is merely a matter of reaching the finish line located at the last dregs. I win. Then I feast on tiny desserts. Yeah, they do have those at the last dregs, don't they? Note that, in accordance with Omicron contest protocols, there are no restrictions on contrivances, mechanical, magical, or maniacal, during the race. This concludes the briefing.
When I at least packed my rainbow gulal, Soria should be happy to run for it no matter where she is.
You brought Gulal. Why do you not share? Sharing is caring.
We've been through this, Akala. Your hippo's never shown it a lick of interest. You just like throwing things. Go ahead and make your preparations. I need to make sure that N7000 isn't understating the firepower of those cannons. Once that's all taken care of, I'll retrieve your Moonhopper and meet you at the Ragnarok.
Yeah, I'm sure not even Ogul could have expected to be in a place like this. Wait at the starting line. So that'll be over closer to Ryotara, so let's make our way over there. So upon arrival at the Ragnarok, and there doesn't seem to be much going on around here yet, but don't worry, there will be. Upon commencing the race, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to review these scenes in their entirety. Let the games begin? Yes. So, back over at the last dregs, the broadcasting station has been set up, and we are on the air.
Test, test. People of Atheris, are you there? We are your hosts, Talking Way and Dreaming Way, coming to you live from the very edge of the universe. And here among the stars, the Hyper Hustle is about to begin! This contest for the ages will see competitors race across a land as barren as it is beautiful, vying to be the first across the finish line.
As they wish us all good luck.
You won't want to miss a moment of this, folks. Now let's introduce our racers.
Going from left to right with the spotlight.
Hauled by the speedy Soria is a courier as fast as she is reliable. All the way from Favnir, it's Trina the Hippo Rider.
Yeah, apparently we have cameras as well.
Next, a Garjasura as fearsome on the track as he is on the battlefield. Honed in the fires of the Hunnish Hippo hustle, Akala!
Yeah, just a simple glance. Now we switch things up.
Let's hope that Peacekeeper's less peaceful functions are disabled. Hailing from Corellian, a team of once bitter enemies turned fast friends, the citizens of freedom!
Yeah, they put it aside from part 2 of the Dead Ends.
Our next entrant may look more frolicsome than furious, but pass them at your peril. Supported by the ever-so-darling new missive, it's the electrifying Gribulov X!
And look how excited he is. But then...
This mean, clean speeding machine is ready to put the Alpha back in Alphatron civilization. Say hello to the lethal Lambda unit's victory!
Yeah, with all those blades on it. Yeah, don't get too close.
But lo, what wisdom rides the wise winds of Alcyon and fair peaks once forgot? The Dragon Star has joined the fray!
With a roar to boot. Then here come me. Here comes I.
Last but not least, a sword in the darkness, a beacon of hope, the champion of Eorzea. Friends across the universe, we present the one and only Hermia of Light!
Hi everyone.
What's this? A Nibiruun challenger? Are they supposed to be there? I thought the Hermia was our last participant.
Yeah, the Nibiruun, of course, we saw at the end of the Dead Ends.
You made it! Did you prepare a vehicle? We can lend you a moonhop if you like. That will not be necessary.
Oh, you're gonna be your own mode of transportation or something? Not just any mode of transportation, the Dead End's final boss.
What in the name of the mug swap America? Sonia's a good girl, but she ain't no divinity. How's a normal hippo meant to compete with that? Like I said, you and your hippo need only let your competitive spirits burn bright. Where there's a will, there's a way. Quite literally. I suppose I'll toss some gulal and hope for the best.
Are you ready for it, Soria?
Racers, are you ready?
You appreciate the weirdness? Yeah, I don't blame you for how crazy this is. Or enjoying how crazy it is, but yeah. We got machines, animals, and the final boss of the Dead Ends. Meanwhile, at the main control,
our racers have assembled the starting line. Who will surpass the rest to emerge triumphant?
Are we gonna do this like Fast and Furious, raise our arms, and then the moment they drop, we all go?
On your mark, get set, go!
And they're off!
And they're off with the Reborn guard Rala taking the lead.
Yeah, the final boss of the last dance isn't gonna mess around here. As everyone tries to find a way to gain positions or gain an advantage somewhere. Yeah, here comes the big lug lambda. Yeah, retaliation provided. And down it goes.
Sweet mother! A juicy job from the numerous have sent the lambda unit tumbling. Does this not defeat for victory? The other competitors race on as they now enter the next area and the field of automated artillery.
As Rala continues to hold the advantage. And here come the cannons. Yeah, how will the people from Corellian do? Yeah, perhaps if they go faster.
The citizens of freedom are going in. We've received a transmission from the Peacekeeper. This is not compared to the carnage on Corellian. Yeah! You heard it here, folks.
Release the red turtle shell, I love it. Well, do these guys have a red turtle shell? Well, not if they can't dodge. Yeah, among other things, the ground. Yeah, they've been thrown off their mounts.
And the Peacekeeper is down by double cannon blast. How fortunate that the Corellians wear helmets.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, now it's time for the Hippo Hustle veterans to show off what they can do. Or maybe not. Well, that backfired.
And Cart is enveloped in a cloud of gulal. A ploy to distract competing hippos, perhaps? Or do you fall prey to rainbow temptation?
Yeah, here comes Trina. And of course, Trina's hippo likes gulal. Yeah, why use her own when you can use some thrown by Kala?
Whatever the cause, it only made Trina the hippo rider's car fly all the faster. She's overtaken the Hurry of Light for second place.
Yeah, now I'm still playing catch up. But now we're going into slow-mo. To claim victory, you must overtake both Trina's hippo cart and the Neighborhood's Rala.
I've already taken the liberty of altering this moonhopper. Dazzle your competition with the hyper hop step, or press the big boost button to outstrip them with ease. Actually, why not do both? Do mind your power reserves though. Even with my prodigious skill, there are only so many batteries I can shove into this chassis.
So what do we do? Yeah, mash the boost button until you surpass both of them. Use boats to overtake the hippo cart and distract Ra-La with the hyper hop step. Or rather, grab Sorya's attention with the hop step, then boost yourself past Ra-La. This is the correct option. Yeah, they put you into a butt-down bus situation and they make you choose option 3. So, here we come with a techno beat. And that gets Trina's hippo to go passive.
The hippo is halted, overwhelmed by the euphony of my song, no doubt. And the Hurrier of Light has taken second place to the cries of "This ain't over, Rika" from the hippo rider.
And now, as we arrive at the home stretch, let's see what this boost button can do. Because there's only a few more gates left to pass through. So hit it!
This is it, folks, the final stretch. The Hurrier of Light has pushed the moonhopper to hell-raising speeds.
I wish they'd let me talk through the whole speech without it's just stopping midway. We're coming up to the finish line very quickly. I beat you in the dead ends. Can I beat you here? Yeah, it's too close to call. We need to go in an instant replay.
We have word from N7000 at the finish line. The winner of the Hyper Hustle is...
Yep, I beat you again, Ra-La. Not once, but twice.
The Hurrier of Light by a nose!
What can I say? Yeah, you can't beat me with anything, as the rest of the field flies through the finish line to complete the race. As everyone has a look at the machines they may have had or the animals they brought with them. And so now they're all back together. Yeah, I guess the Nibiru here doesn't need to use Ra-La anymore.
We do not understand.
What do you mean?
Our chosen form was suitable, our performance flawless, yet victory was not ours to claim. It has been long since we have experienced this quickening of the pulse, this vexation.
As we bring everyone else in.
That's racing for ya. Just when you think you've got it, some grinning idiot comes shooting past to take the gold. Then sometimes you get to be that grinning idiot. And that's the thrill of it. You'll never know if it'll go your way. You just race with all you've got. That you're upset to have lost can only mean one thing. You want to win next time. That's a dream worth chasing. Trust me, I'm an expert. We do feel a yearning to race once more, a desire to triumph.
Yeah. Happy to leave you in the dust anytime, or it looks like my opera is going to need more batteries. Yeah, definitely needs a pit stop for sure.
This is well. We will engage with the other patrons of this establishment to develop a superior stratagem.
Dynamist readings indicate a positive effect on the local environment. In according with Hemingway's aspirations, the Last Dregs has become an ever greater source of hope. In other words, it worked! Despite the significant expense, extensive property damage, and crushing defeat incurred, this unit rates the hyper hustle as worth it. Yeah, huzzah! Yeah, regardless of the outcome, everyone had a good time. And so to complete this quest, let's go ahead and speak with Hemingway.
To think that you did all of that on a Loprit-built craft! I'm delighted that we could play some small part in your triumph. And I'm even more delighted that the Nibiruin have already found something to work toward. Still, I'll be glad to resume our usual service. Might make myself a nice carrot coffee while I'm behind the counter.
Yeah, we've definitely accomplished what we set out to do. So let's bring everyone back in.
You are right. I admit I had a great time racing, even if I didn't understand half of what was going on. But as fun as it was, I need to be getting on home to Thavnir. Don't want to leave the Hippo Riders along for too long, lest some hamsterheads start getting restless. We finished packing up the broadcast equipment, so we'll be heading back to the Dreaming Workshop ourselves. So soon? It'll feel so empty out here in the cosmic void without you.
Affirmative, but did we not have one more objective to complete before the other organic life forms depart?
Objective?
Yeah, what objective?
Oh! I nearly forgot!
With your mouth so wide open.
Talking way, inventing way, help me lift this. 1, 2, up!
Yeah, what exactly do you have? Well, this. Yeah, we got rewarded with a trophy. Yeah, this wasn't just for show, we got a trophy for it as well.
It's for you, Rika. A trophy befitting the victor of the Hyper Hustle.
And as you can see, it has elements of all the competitors as well as the Loporits.
As you can see, it was designed in the image of the Last Dregs, the Hippo Riders, and also the Dreaming Ways. That reminds me, we brought a few commemorative gifts as well. Talking way, inventing way, help me lift these. 1, 2,
And what's this for Trina? Oh, they got some new radios. With a Lopra trademark stamp.
One for the Last Dregs, and one for Svalna. You have an eatery there too, I hear?
Indeed they do.
Then I hope you'll let us keep you company at mealtimes. Whether it's weather advisories, hopping music, or simply a friendly voice you need, Hope FM is here for you. So this is a radio contraption too. Has bigger ears than the other one I saw, but I'll be sure to listen with the crew. I was just thinking we should get one of these. Our patrons are going to love it.
Projections anticipate increased customer satisfaction in the ambience category. Yeah, all the while the Loporits are dancing in the background.
Thank you, Rika. We wouldn't be here if you hadn't brought us together.
Here comes Okul and Akala.
I think I speak for everyone when I say that this day will shine like a newborn star in our memories. I hope you feel the same.
Yeah, the feeling is indeed mutual. Yes, Talking Way and crew couldn't be happier with the outcome. Although this may confuse N7000.
Just don't let it eclipse the possibility of more unforgettable days to come. After all, look across the sea, up at the moon, past the distant stars, and you'll find us waiting for you.
And so, yeah, I think we definitely got the best way to send this out. So, we earn 3,266 gil for completing this quest and winning the race. So we get to take the Hyper Hustle trophy with us, and we also get a brand new ability, the Lop Hop emotes. Yeah, do this and you get a brand new dance. Yeah, as everyone prepares to head on out while, of course, the regulars stick around here at the last dregs. You achieved allied reputation with the Hippo Riders, the Dreaming Ways, and the staff and patrons of the last dregs. Through your efforts, your allies from Atheris to the stars beyond have forged bonds of friendship that promise to remain strong through the years. You are truly a hero to tribes throughout the universe. And we also earn the achievement, Space Race. So I do have one of these at home. I've already, of course, have done this beforehand before showing it off. But I also have to show off the new dance. Yeah, of course, because there's not just the fact that we got the trophy, plus also the Love Heart emote earlier tonight. We also got this, too. Making sure I press the correct button. So, this is what the Lop Hop looks like. Yeah, Rika's doing the can-can, and then goes into the chicken dance. And then shakes her booty. And then flaps her hands like she's got Loperate ears. So yeah, this is what the Lop Hop looks like. Certainly the most involved dance that Final Fantasy XIV has ever provided. Very animated with a whole bunch of random animations that Rika gets to do over the course of the performance. And even ends with a little flare at the end, too. It is kind of weird that she's doing, doing that. It is kind of weird to see that. I mean, you really would have to make that look really... You really would need someone like Rika to make that look really cute. Yeah, and the audience reaction is like, we're kind of confused too.